In our discussions, we also referred to ongoing work with the view to supporting the efforts to modernize the World Trade Organization to ensure that it's in line with today's economies. We, the Japanese side and ourselves, are convinced that the World Trade Organization is the best framework to guarantee fair competition conditions worldwide. At the same time, it is true that the WTO, the World Trade Organization, does need a root and branch reform, and Japan and the European Union will work together to ensure that this reform can be a genuine success.
With expansion of uncertainties and economic protectionism in the international community, Japan-EU cooperation, which shares universal values, is becoming more important. Based on today's summit meeting, Japan and the EU will closely cooperate to send a strong message to the international community at the G20 Osaka summit to contribute to the peace and prosperity of the international community. I'm looking forward to welcoming both Donald and Jean-Claude in Osaka in June.
A question on the reform plans for the WTO. What kind of progress do you expect at the G20 summit in June? Do you expect any kind of progress?
Global trade. About global trade or multilateral trade, first of all, the role to be played by WTO, we believe, is very important. At the same time, trade restrictive measures are not going to be in the interest of any country exchanging such restrictions. Whatever countermeasures are taken, all needs to be WTO consistent. At the same time, also in trade or industry, major transformations are occurring, and WTO is not able to catch up to the changes of the time and the environmental circumstances. About the appellate body, there are many challenges. Conclusions, avoiding debate, or that too much time is taken until the conclusion. Such comments, I think, are true. In a constructive way about WTO reform, we would like to engage in discussion. At G20 with EU and US, with all the members, we wish to look forward to a constructive debate.
Ja, zu dieser Frage gibt es eigentlich nichts Neues zu berichten. Wir hatten ein Gipfeltreffen mit dem chinesischen Premierminister vor Wochen. No, yeah. I should try Luxembourgish. No, we had a meeting with the Chinese president in Paris together with Mrs. Merkel and the French president, and we had, Donald and myself, a summit with the Chinese prime minister. We were insisting on this WTO reform, asking them to accept the idea that public subsidies for mainly export-oriented companies have to be brought to an end, that the transfer of technologies have to be taken under meditation. And I really do think that if I can believe everything leaders of the world are saying, that this WTO reform, including the reform or the appointment of the members of the appellation court, that we have to deal with these problems in a rather short time.